corporate events, and all occasions. For that special someone you love, BarbsIrisFloral.com and BarbsIrisFloralBoutique.com. Come on in and pick out of our prestigious gallery at 727 Westmont Houston Road, Houston, Texas 77038. Text 832-466-8414. Barb's Iris Floral delivers fresh flowers fast.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNLY 91.1 FM.
Follow us at KNLY 91.1 FM. We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your Fusion Radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll. All in one station. Mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY New Waverly, Texas. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
Hey, welcome to the Woodlands Prime Lending Show. My name's Sidney Young. Hey, WoodlandsPrimeLending.com. Whoa, we had a camera. There we go. I know I got a good looking chest, but hey.
No, you don't.
I don't? Okay. But and that voice that was commenting on my chest here is Mr. E.L. Train.
Hello and welcome.
Hey, E.L., is your camera on you?
I have no idea because he's trying to fixate on you because it's all about you.
Brother, it's fixated. It's fixated.
All about you.
The Woodlands Prime Lending Show is fixated.
About your awareness. Your awareness?
How come every time I get in studio with you and me, we go in this back and forth thing, huh?
It's your height challenge. Your height challenge. That's all it is.
Hey, you know what? Woodlands Prime Lending Show, WoodlandsPrimeLending.com, sponsored by SellerRealtorNetwork.com.
Really?
You like that radio voice? Want to do that?
Yes,
Yeah, you know, I'll talk to my mother. Son, she says, "That's not the voice I gave you." Yes, it is. And speaking of which, Mother's Day is this Sunday.
It is Mother's Day.
Now, before we go into some of the stuff here, let's talk a little personal stuff with E.L. Crane. You cook a large meal every Sunday, don't you?
Every Sunday I cook a large meal. I must have a large meal because I'm accustomed to that when I grow up. My mom made this huge Sunday meal. Of course, I'm one of 15 children, so it was always going to be a huge Sunday meal. So, and I'm accustomed to having a large meal. Be it by myself, which I am very comfortable.
You cook it for yourself, and you have to clean up for yourself.
That's right. I can do all that. Yeah, if I wanted a wife, no. All right.
Like when I was in the military, if we wanted you to have a wife, the Army would issue you a wife.
And I pride myself on being 0-3, so I'm good.
You good. Leave it at that, brother. Quit while you're ahead. Hey, Woodlands Prime Lending Show is coming to you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then, so next week, look at it. It's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 4 p.m. The following week, our schedule's going to change. So is our show going to change. We're going to be on Monday through Friday, and we'll be on, I believe, scheduled around 3 p.m. But we'll make some announcements prior to then to get everybody on board.
So tell me about Woodlands Prime. Tell me about
Woodlands Prime Lending is a very unique process.
Okay.
Woodlands Prime Lending gives buyers and sellers an opportunity to have a financial avenue to do purchases. So, and very unique. We have programs, and since I'm not a licensed loan officer, I can't go into details about programs, but
Right.
Woodlands Prime Lending has programs that not a whole lot of people have. Therefore, it opens opportunity for others to come in that in different situations
Right.
that have been turned down. Now, it does, as you know, it takes a little bit longer,
Right.
but we can get their situation rectified.
But the whole thing is, based on the conversations I've had outside of what I just asked you, Woodlands Prime Lending is also creating a more diverse product platform to
It's
address
unique.
the needs
It's unique.
of those who are basically left behind in regard to the mortgage process.
And if you had to just generally state, how long you been doing real estate? How long you been in the real estate industry? Because we're going to get more about what you do specifically.
1987.
Wow. Okay, you got me beat. Okay. Of course, you are a little bit older than me. But,
Oh, that what you gonna go with?
no, let's leave it at 87. But you've seen how...
Your gray is showing. Mine's not showing.
What gray I got left. Okay, from 1987, the process people went through in 1987 to buy a home versus today, The two
distinctively different.
Yeah.
Back in the 1987 through actually through 93, 94, you automatically had to put 20% down to buy a home.
Right. And you have had a certain credit score. No
Right.
ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Actually, yes and no. If you had 20% down, they didn't even care about your credit because you had just as much to lose as the lender. Because remember, 20% down eliminates mortgage insurance.
Right, PMI.
Exactly. So that's the dynamic. But then it changed from 95 to 2008. If you were breathing, working out of the trunk of your car, stated income. But see, my favorite loan when I was a banker.
If you're in a hospital and your arm still moved, you can sign papers.
Or somebody can pick it up and sign for you. Okay. But my favorite loan
and
of all time.
you wonder why Countrywide went under.
That's right. But watch this here. You know who my favorite person in the world was?
What's that?
Nina.
Oh, yeah. No income, no asset.
No income, no asset.
If you got a pulse, you got a loan.
If you had a 660 credit score and you worked at Walmart part-time,
you too just got you $1 million home.
You too can live like this.
And we're all going to just shine off the commissions. Boy, I remember those days.
Now, it's changed now.
Back in those days, before the big crash happened, if an appraisal came in at $250 and you need an appraisal of $300, you looked at the appraisal and you picked up the phone, you called your appraiser and said, I thought I told you $300. Oh, I'm sorry, I'll send you a new one over.
That's right. And because back then they also didn't have automatic appraisal reviews.
That's true. No one reviewed it.
No.
You know?
They would go outside the scope because normally it's supposed to be within 5 blocks.
Oh yeah,
5 blocks.
Yeah.
But now they would stretch it out to 10 blocks to find a comparable to get that 300. That don't happen.
You know, if you now, I mean, okay, I'm going to throw myself in a category with this here. We're dinosaurs.
Yes.
Okay, I don't mind saying that.
Right.
This dinosaur remembers.
But we're not extinct.
No, not extinct. This dinosaur remembers when lending was something that was very, I mean, it was, you could close in far less than a month.
That's right.
Your biggest issue was the appraiser was so swamped, the appraiser held up the deal because there had too many appraisals.
And you can call, now with appraisal panels.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lottery system of who gets to do the appraisal.
Right.
It's a lottery system. But see, this is what I like to say to people now, all right? It might be tougher to buy a home now, but you know what you're buying.
Yes.
That's the difference.
And your appraisal's true and accurate.
Yeah, it's a true and accurate. That's right.
You know, I wondered, way back when, I had a home building company in Birmingham, Alabama.
Oh, okay.
Now, in Birmingham, you didn't use a title company, you used a closing attorney.
That's right. Georgia, too. Georgia's like that as well.
Well, that was the first time that was introduced to me, and I didn't understand why use a closing attorney versus a title company, and I kind of found out they have some similarities.
There's some overlap.
And some were not.
Right.
So let's talk about what a title company does and why we use them.
Okay, a title company is to protect the transaction. It's to protect the borrower and the seller for that matter, because you want to know what liens or encumbrances are on that title before you purchase. So at the end of the day, you don't want to buy a piece of property that's going to bring with it $60,000, $100,000 worth of liens that now you're responsible for. If the title company doesn't get in there and help you clean those liens off, the seller get those liens off because they will follow you.
You know, I actually, and this does not happen too often, because title companies are covered by errors and omissions insurance.
Yes, they are.
And we're going to talk more about that in a minute. But I know of a situation, it was years ago, someone that closed to a title company and afterwards found out there was a lien on the property. But you have recourse if that were to happen.
Yes, it is.
But, you know, the major players such as your
RPS title.
You know, all the major players like that,
company,
that didn't happen because you've got years of experience and know what they're doing. They hire qualified people.
Right, exactly. Now, see, when I teach a class, all right, for consumers who are buying a home, I tell them, when you get to me in the transaction, you get to do the happy dance because you're getting ready to get your keys. All right?
You can start making your mortgage payment.
Exactly. But this is what most people understand. Sellers find out about liens that have been on their property for years. They don't realize when the city repaired that driveway, they billed you. Okay, when you encroach upon Center Point's lines, they billed you. So those are things I tell people all the time: get a title commitment pulled to check out liens and encumbrances every 3
Now let me ask you something. Let's say there's a lien on your property. Let's say someone sued you one day and you got a judgment against you. When it comes to closing, how does that? Does it even make it to closing?
Okay, yes, it can. A judgment cannot prohibit you from buying or selling. Okay, it can't. The lien will follow you, but it cannot prohibit you from closing.
So
unless it's a government judgment.
And then can those proceeds from the closing be used to settle that lien?
Yes, they can. But most of the time when you have a judgment like that, they're negotiated releases. But they cannot stop. If I was to put a lien on your property right now, resale, not brand new construction, resale. I'll put a lien on your property right now. I could not prohibit you from selling it if it's a consumer lien. Cindy, you owe me $5,000 for putting I loaned you $5,000. I can't prohibit you from selling the house. The lien's going to follow you. But if I put a roof on your house and put a $5,000 lien, then that has
comes out of closing.
It has come out of closing. Yes.
Okay. Let's switch gears real quick and let's talk about surveys.
Yes.
Who's responsible for a survey, buyer or seller?
Negotiated.
Negotiated.
It's negotiated. It can
Wow.
go either way.
Okay.
Title policy can go either way.
How long is a survey good for?
7 to 10 years.
Really?
All
Is that
depends on
long?
the lender. Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Let me rephrase that. 7 to 10 years, as long as there have been no improvements to the property, to the domain. Say you added a room, got to have a new survey.
Oh yeah, the square footage change your home, things of that
Right.
nature.
Right.
You know, there's so much that people just don't know that a title company covers.
Oh, yeah.
Now, and I always ask this question: no matter if you're a title company, appraiser, I don't care if you're a baker in a bake shop. What makes your bread different than your competitor's bread? Let's talk about your title company.
Okay. At BRPS Title, I pride myself on creating business opportunities for my partners versus just soliciting their business.
Okay.
So most title companies solicit, all right? And I tell most of my agents, my builders, and my lenders, you realize solicitation is illegal in the state of Texas.
We'll back up. What do you mean? We're all solicitors.
But if they get the gist of it, if I'm helping you create more business, we should be doing business. Most title company marketing reps and sales rep are soliciting business. They're bringing nothing of value to the table. And I tell people this all the time. If you wait for me to bring you kolaches and donuts to your office, you're going to starve to death. But if you want me to come teach you something, train you, and show you how to increase your business, I'm your guy.
You know, let's talk about that real quick, because you're not just a guy with a title company.
No.
You train realtors. You do continuing education classes.
Yes.
You travel all around the country. I thought you were just local. I found out you travel around the country doing that. Talk about that.
Basically, I like to engage with the realtors, the lenders, and the builders to expand their knowledge base. Most of the time, Houston included, or Houston Metro included, and all in the country, most agents and builders and lenders don't even know the market that they're working in. They don't know who the largest employer is. They don't know what the average salary is. They don't know who has market trends that are growing. They don't even know. All they know is I want to sell a house, I want to build a house, I want to mortgage a house. That's all they know. But if you give them the knowledge and the tools to increase their knowledge and their access. Like I had a conversation with a lender today. I said,
Yeah, I saw where you were at.
Yeah. When's the last time you went over to Lone Star College? I said, for what? I said, you realize they recruit the employees that work there. You realize there are recruitment in oil and gas companies, law firms. There's recruiters. They said, what? See, you guys think HR. No, I want the recruiter who turns the package over to HR.
And says, here, this guy can help you find a home.
There you go.
Boom. See, how come they don't think like that? You got to think like that.
Because you know me, in this business, you have to be forward thinking. Or I like to say, I don't have long hair and breasts, so I got to do something different. Okay, so because the average person that does what I do, but the average person is a female, and that's not a knock. But at the end of the day, this is about relationship building and camaraderie, not shoe shopping and nails. Yes, I was being sexist just then, but whatever. Okay, but
we're gonna talk about the real estate you show here. That's where that goes. We're going to take a short commercial break. We come back. We're going to be talking more with E.L. Train on Woodlands Prime Lending Show. Be back on WPL. Don't go away.
W who L?
Could your business use more customers? Could your business use more online traffic? Sponsor with 91.1 The Boss radio station and let our multimedia radio station promote your business. Contact us today at 713-370-5051.
There There's a special place in the Woodlands where you can feel comfortable opening your business. We are located at 10210 Grogan's Mill Road. Our building has a unique Vedic architectural design with landscape grounds and lakeside views, on-site management, and maintenance. We also provide free Wi-Fi and the opportunity to promote your business on 91.1 FM The Boss. This wonderful location is near the Woodlands Mall, Market Street, and just minutes from Bush Intercontinental Airport. 10210 Grogan's Mill Road, the only social media building in the Woodlands. Don't delay. Schedule a tour today by calling 713-777-7368.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNY 91.1 FM.
Mixing genres and generations, all in one station. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
For any maintenance needs on your commercial or personal vehicle, EVG Loan Store Service specializes on European, Asian, and domestic vehicles. We can assist you with wheel alignments, tire balance, AC services, computer and electric diagnostic, and more. We're located at corner of 1230 Aldine Mail Route and Reeston Road in Houston 77039. Our phone number is 936-344-1672, or you can find us on our webpage www.evglss.com. EVG Loan Star. If it's got wheels, we can fix it.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Today with Cachet, every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 10 to 10:30. 91.1 The Boss. Watch me live.
Welcome back to the WPL Woodlands Prime Lending Show. I'm your host, Sidney Young. Got E.L. Crane in the studio.
How you doing, sir?
Dr. Crane. I'll call you. Remember Professor C?
Professor C.
Remember the days we were at the other station as
That's right.
Professor C? See, I met E.L. when we were on another radio station, God, about 20 years ago. There you go. Builder, realtor, outreach, counts, advisory count. I can't see all that stuff. Now,
That's one day I'm being disgruntled. That's my disgruntled day.
that's your disgruntled days?
That's my disgruntled day.
Hey, what is Builder? What is that?
Builder Realtor Outreach Advisory Council is a council I put together to resource and access builders on behalf of my agents and my mortgage lenders. So what I do is I negotiate with the builders to accept the loan approvals from the mortgage lenders. Yes, y'all gonna want to do that too.
The Woodlands Prime Lending is going to talk to you. So what you're doing is you're basically got all the builder leads from the builders and saying, I wonder who I want to give this to today.
No.
Who's going to take EL lunch today?
No, with that was no. What I do is I create an environment where the builders understand the value of external relationships, not just the relationships they already have. Because you're going to bring pre-approved buyers with the realtor partner that you're going to have to the builder. So I tell the builders all the time, I don't care about transactions 1 through 20 you create, but 21 through 30 we create. We need to be rewarded with the loan, with the title policy, and the sale of the realtor. That's what BROAC is about.
Now, really?
Yeah.
So when it goes to closing, what do you guys get out of closing?
We get title premium. Title premium is insurance.
All right, and you get. Oh, I see. They use your title company. That's why you do it. Okay, no, that makes sense. But you've got like a huge toolbox of I don't want to call it tools.
Yeah.
That realtors should be banging your door down to obtain.
And a lot of them do. And this is what. But the whole thing is, realtors are a selfish lot. Okay, and they know they are. And I tell them this all the time. They reward the wrong people.
What do you mean?
I've been friends with so-and-so for 15 years. Okay, but so-and-so almost cost you a deal last month. Why are you still going back to them? Well, I don't want to hurt their feelings. They hurt your pocketbook, hurt their feelings. Okay, I don't have a problem with that. So what I try to explain to the realtors and the lenders and the builders is this.
Very emotional guy.
Yeah, very emotional. So this is what it is. If you ride in the canoe with me, you get to ride on the yacht. You're
gonna row.
You're gonna row. But if you jump out the canoe, I hope you drown. That's it. Because loyalty is everything in this business. Okay, so if you build a loyal vacuum for everybody to participate in, that's why I call them marketing alliances. Everybody should be advocating for each other. And, how can you work with that many lenders and builders? Because I don't assume that everybody likes me or they like them. There is no 100% in this business. There is no 100% in any business.
No.
But there are some delusional individuals out there that believe that everybody likes them.
In business, like is great, but when you had this conversation, both of us have done business with people we don't like.
Absolutely.
Because we understand business.
Exactly.
And Woodlands Prime Lending is a very particular organization that can. One thing is they're unique. They got a programs that most lenders don't have. I don't go in detail on the radio about that, but they're able to help people that have been turned down, people that got tons of money, extra credit, but they can't go anywhere else.
Use my favorite word. You guys create access for the borrower.
Access, I like that.
Create access, and so when you create access, you create greater opportunities for everybody to sit around the table.
Yes.
But if they don't know you, they can't buy you.
But, in a sense, because of the uniqueness that Woodlands Prime Lending has available for the consumer out there, you provide that uniqueness to realtors, to builders, and people that need your tools, so to speak.
Right.
Or they don't need it, but if they have it, they'll grow a lot further.
And the basic premise is this: most small real estate companies, brokerages, don't have the finances. Most small lenders don't have the finances. Most small builders don't. They don't have that budget. So what I've done is I've created a platform, a marketing platform, to facilitate greater outreach, because with BROAC, Builder Realtor Outreach Advisory Council, it has multiple real estate offices, multiple lenders, multiple builders, and multiple resources to facilitate brand awareness in the marketplace.
And this is something that I got coming up next week with some realtors. I tell realtors, I said, you got to be different. You cannot.
Absolutely.
Today, the days of MLS and a sign yard, the phone will ring someday, give me 6% are gone.
Right.
They don't happen no more.
No.
You got to be different. You created this uniqueness about your own personal business, I guess you can say, that makes you very valuable to the realtors, to all these people you do business with.
But what I appreciate, Sydney, and thank you for that. I lean against the truth. You might not like the truth I give you, but I lean against the truth. Somebody said, why you act the way you do? Because I can't remember a lie. I can't remember I put down my garage door half the time. So I can't keep up with no lie.
I can't tell how many times I've circled back.
Exactly. So the whole thing is, if you lean up against the truth and give it to them straight. Like I told one lady, one broker, she said, I keep losing all my agents. Why do you think? Well, every time you have a good month, you take some extravagant trip. And you put it on Facebook, and your agents are looking at you like, she's doing that off my back.
Yeah.
That's why they leave you. Humility is a missing component in success nowadays.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to beat their chest. Hey, look at me. No, don't look at me. I'm in the witness protection program. There is no pictures out there for me. Okay, I'm just sorry.
I love that. But there's uniqueness in just about everything that a lot of people do that make them stand out amongst others. Everyone wants to stand out and be special. That's fine. Let's talk about the Real Estate U Show on 91.1 FM The Boss.
My
Every
baby,
Saturday,
my baby. 91.1 FM The Boss, the Real Estate U Show here, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. each and every Saturday.
That's 2 hours, man.
2 hours. We pride ourselves on being the most non-politically correct real estate show in America.
But now, you've had this show for many years now.
18 years.
18 years.
18
wow.
years. But I've always understood the dynamic of the radio show, and now with the Global Live that we have here at 91.1 FM The Boss.
Yeah.
Leverage. Most people are looking for instant gratification. No, you must leverage this opportunity to facilitate even greater opportunities. But if you sit back waiting for somebody, hey, no, that's not how it works. We work in here, but we work harder out there.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's the dynamic that most people don't understand.
Absolutely. Global Live, let me tell you, Global Live is a very unique part of the 91.1 FM family. Global Live, you can actually go off-site and be broadcasting live. So you can have an open house at a location with a realtor and be broadcasting live in the studio live with the open house going on at the same time.
And so one of the things that we've added on the weekend is we'll pull up the MLS listing and put it on the screen and flip through the pictures while we're live.
Oh, really?
And we're talking to the realtor on the phone.
I should come up here on Saturdays.
Yes,
I used to come up here, but I've been kind of busy on Saturdays. So.
Oh, your love life has improved?
My love. Why you put me? Make me blush. So, Real Estate U Show. Let's talk about your current guests you have on Real Estate U Show.
Okay, tomorrow we're going to have Louisa Deason, Credit Consulting, Deason Consulting Services. And I've never been a fan of credit repair, but Louisa has a different tact. She sits down with the person and evaluates the needs of improvement versus this is what's wrong. No. This is what we need to do to improve this. The same thing that Woodlands Prime Lending is going to do when they evaluate a credit report. These are the adjustments you need. That's what Louisa does. Okay. We're also going to have a couple of agents put their open houses on tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
Averill will be back.
Oh, okay. Avril's coming back. Okay,
Avril's
great.
coming back because she lost her brother and stuff like that. She went through a lot, but she'll be back tomorrow. But the Real Estate U Show is about information, resourcing, and fun. Tell me about fun.
If you've never listened to the Real Estate U Show, my suggestion to you is you first have a drink.
This is true.
And I'll tell you that the funny thing is, you had one of your guests in there. I forgot his name, and I joked with him. I said, "Hey, there happened to be some, man. Can I get a drink?" I said, "Sure." He was nervous about going on there, But you got some uniqueness. See, what I like about it is very educational, but you do it in a a very comical manner.
Yeah,
almost.
it's fun. It's fun.
You make it fun.
You make it fun. Have some laughter, stuff like that. Now, Averill wants to kill me half the time.
She's serious.
Yeah, Averill is serious, but she's like, "You're not gonna make me laugh today." I said, "What? What did I do wrong?" Stuff like that. Now, my favorite thing to do with Averill, this is what I tell Sydney all the time. I give her different names. I don't know if you heard the names I give her. She don't hate me today.com. Okay.
Somebody's gonna buy that webpage. Real Estate U Show coming on tomorrow, Saturday from 11 to 1. E.L. Train, that's his show. That's his baby. He's going to rock his baby to sleep.
That's right. That's my baby.
Let's talk about who you're currently with.
You want to talk about the City of the Week?
Yeah, City of the Week.
Okay, I have every show I do City of the Week, and it's always some city I've researched.
It's some unusual
names.
past City of the Week so they give a good idea.
Okay, Slaughter Beach, Delaware.
Okay. Great family place.
There you go. Or Sin is for Certain, Kentucky.
My mother loves that place.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Satan's Kingdom, Massachusetts.
God bless you.
Okay. Intercourse, Pennsylvania.
Wow. Wow.
What do you say with that? What do you say with that?
Well, good family show. That's what I like about it.
But you got what is it? Crying Woman River, Texas.
That's up there by Seguin.
There you go.
The creek there.
Exactly. The creek right there. Creek. That's right. She was crying.
Wow.
They gave her some land and she couldn't stop crying.
You see?
These are real places.
The Real Estate U Show, hosted by E.L. Train, comes on tomorrow 11 to 1. Make sure you tune in.
Yes.
All right. Now, we're going to close out talking about the Woodlands Prime Lending Show.
Yes.
This show is unique. We have some realtors coming on next week.
Okay.
We're going to talk to realtors about what makes them different, what they're doing differently. And someone may not want to give up their so-called secret formula, but what they're doing differently other than MLS and a sign.
Well, the dynamic of the prosperous realtor is engagement.
Yes.
They're putting themselves in a position to win.
Yes.
All right. Just because you have a license doesn't mean you're going to win. And here's the stats. 30% of all realtors, 39,000 realtors, make less than $20,000 a year. 40% of all realtors in the Houston market make less than $40,000 a year.
Wow.
Only 10% of 39,000 realtors make six figures a year.
Okay, how does 3,900 realtors, what do they do differently?
Engagement, participation, awareness, knowing their market, relationship building, referral building. They are completely and totally engaged, but the most important aspect of a do realtor and a don't realtor, investing in yourself. If you invest in yourself, you're creating opportunities. Thinking outside the box. We had that conversation about thinking outside the box. All right?
You got to. You have to be creative.
Because at the end of the day, all title companies do the same thing, close a transaction. All lenders do the same thing, fund a loan. All realtors do the same thing, try to sell or purchase a house on somebody.
Yeah, we're up against the clock. Give your name, your title, company, contact info.
BRPS Title, you go to brpstitle.com. That's brpstitle.com. We're a Brookfield company. If you look up Brookfield Company, you know that we got the wherewithal and the dollars to build.
You hold on to your dollars there, Right. Hold on to tomorrow. Woodlands Prime Lending Show brought to you by SellerRealtorNetwork.com. Join us next week on Monday at 4 p.m. We'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend.
Thanks, Ed.
Woo!
Hey listeners, be sure if you've tuned in to